morning, Vail. Good morning, Beaver Creek. Good morning, Eagle. Good morning, Avon. Good morning, Edwards. And that is where we're getting a live shot right now. Our very own Mark Sassy is out there in the elements. What is he doing outside today? Well, we're going to let you know in just a moment. But right now, a live look out at Arrowhead. And if you're up and you're rolling around this morning, then you'll notice a lot of snowcats out there on Vail Mountain, Beaver Creek, and on Arrowhead. So that means when the lifts open at 8:30, if you're looking for some of that groomed corduroy, you are going to get it. A big fresh powder day yesterday, so now everything is calming down a little bit. They're doing all the grooming work, so if you like those groomed runs, this morning is going to be a great day for you to get out there. Don't forget, when you are on the slopes, safety is of utmost importance, and you definitely want to make sure you read the safety points that you can find on Vail Mountain and on Beaver Creek, but a couple of them are make sure you're stopping in a good spot. A lot of people want to wait for their friends behind them. They're not just bombing the run and meeting down at the lift. They're stopping. Pull over to the side and make sure you are stopped in a spot where skiers and riders that are coming from uphill can see you pulled over. If there's a little lip and you're stopped underneath that, somebody could come over that really fast and then all of a sudden be surprised by your presence. It could cause an accident. It could just cause a little carnage, maybe a wipeout, maybe a lawn sale, which means you lose everything, your skis, your poles, everything that you're doing out there. So just be careful when you're out there. The skiing is going to be a little fast today with this fresh new snow, so make sure you're being aware of what's going on all around you and the skiers and riders that are around you as well. And especially if you have those little ones, you know, those little guys really know what they're doing out there on the slopes, and sometimes mom and dad following behind them, it gets a little erratic. I've been there before and it can happen. So just be careful when you're out there on the mountain. A lot of other things to do around the valley as well. Shopping is fantastic right now. A lot of those post-holiday sales happening. Some nice weather to be walking around Vail Village or Beaver Creek and doing a little shopping. If you're visiting, get your Beaver Creek shirt or your hat or your puffy hat with the big pom-pom on top. Of course, you can always go do that. Snowshoeing is another really fun activity, and snowshoeing actually burns more calories than any other snow sport because you're really working it. Especially if you're walking up a hill and then walking back down that hill, you are burning some calories. So if you're looking to go out to one of the fine dining restaurants around the valley tonight, you want to get ready for the holiday, get ready for the January resolution, then snowshoeing would be a good one. Another one of my favorites is Nordic skiing, also called cross-country skiing. You can do that kind of renegade around the area at different golf courses. But if you don't know how to do it, you're looking for a lesson, you need to rent equipment, head on over to Vail Golf Course because they have really nice groomed trails, tons of them as well. I was talking to somebody last night about Nordic skiing actually. Those are the skinny little skis. You're connected just by your toe, and I'll tell you what, it can get a little wiggly sometimes. So are we still wondering what Mark Sassy is doing out there in Edwards this morning? I think he is on a golf course, and I think that he possibly has some Nordic skis on. So let's see what Mark's skills are out there on those skinny skis. Because Mark, I know you used to be a racer, now you're a snowboarder. How are the Nordic skis feeling on this brisk morning out in Edwards? Morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Tracy. Yeah, you know, I've kind of dabbled in all the different alpine ways to put skis or snowboards on your feet, and Nordic skiing has been a part of kind of my life, my whole life. I thought I'd come out here Nordic ski on the golf course today. It's beautiful. They do a good job of manicuring a little trail all through the golf course. I've got a pair of skate skis and a pair of classic skis. I'm going to use the classic skis. Classic is what everybody pictures when you envision kind of the classic way to cross-country ski, which is basically walking on the snow where you just have a uniform, symmetrical movement with your body. Skate skiing is more like ice skating. So it's more of a, to me, it's more of a workout. It's a little more unstable. Like you said, your toes are the only thing attached, and they are a little wiggly. So I'm going to stay with a ski today that I'm more familiar with. The skate skiing is newer for me, but it's a good workout. And snowshoeing, I know, burns a lot of calories. So does this sport if you're doing it right. It's a good way to get some serious cardiovascular exercise and just get in physical shape even better. So I'm going to make my way around the golf course a little bit here in just a bit. We're going to take a quick break from the morning show, then I'll give you a look at that weather report. We'll talk about the snow in the forecast. Tracy's got a resort report with how much snow we've seen. We're going to find out more in just a little bit. We're also going to be checking in with the Vail Valley Foundation. And the man on the stage, Ross Leonhardt, has all the details with the next events coming up and what they have going on. So we'll be right back with more of our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm Mark Sassy. I'm up here at the Single Tree Golf Course. I'm going to go wiggle around on the wiggle skis. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm already getting myself out of breath, everybody. It's not good for being on TV. Beautiful out here first thing this morning. We have overcast skies down here in Edwards. We do have a little bit of a break between our quote-unquote atmospheric river of snowstorms that have been coming our way for really, it seems like, pretty much all winter, on and off, every other day, every couple of days. There is some more snow in the forecast towards the end of the weekend, but giving you a look at today's weather. It's mild to start. Maybe that's because of those overcast skies. We're going to see for temperatures this morning in Vail about 16 degrees at 8 o'clock. Your high temperature in Vail today with a 15% chance of some light snow showers is going to be about 30 degrees. So good day to get up and ski and ride on Vail and Beaver Creek. Mostly cloudy skies today. As you look at the day at a glance, 16 at 8, 27 at 12 p.m. And then we're going to be about 30 degrees between 12 and 4, dropping into the teens by 8 o'clock tonight. And we'll have cloudy skies all around Eagle County all day. For your I-70 drive, Denver, where I'm headed down today, 28 degrees with a 40% chance of some flurries falling along the Front Range. Mostly cloudy skies. And then for Vail, 30 degrees, 15%. Avon, about 28 degrees. Eagle, about 31 degrees. And we're going to see that percentage kind of hang around Eagle County all day long. Minor, though, just maybe some flurries here and there. For the most part, it's just going to be cloudy. Tonight, we have a 40% chance of some snow showers, winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 12 degrees would be that low temperature. And then jumping ahead for that 5-day, if you're coming up for the weekend, we are knocking on the doors of it today. Saturday, 22, Sunday, 28, really just holding in the mid to upper 20s all the way through the middle of next week. Wednesday, 19 degrees for a high temperature. Mostly cloudy for today. Tomorrow, maybe a break in, maybe a little spot of sunshine, maybe a little sunshine for Monday, maybe a little sunshine for Tuesday, and then cloudy again for Wednesday. Percentages, once again, it looks like Sunday, 60%, well, that's going to be our highest percentage of maybe picking up a little more snow coming our way with that next little mini system making its way off the coast of California as we speak. But other than that, it's a good day out here in Edwards, and it's gonna be nice all around Eagle County. Kind of mild, not much of a breeze. Good days to get up and go Nordic skiing or to go touring, AT skiing, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, snowboarding, skiing. We have it all. That's a look at your weather. We're going to take it down to Tracy coming up next. She's going to give you a look at how much snow we've seen on that resort right there and all the local resorts and what kind of conditions we have with our resort report next.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
We love to see Mark Sassy getting a little cardio at 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, who does that really? Actually, there's quite a few people that do that. And you see some people skinning up the mountain a lot early in the morning before the lifts open. That's some great exercise as well. I feel like every single Friday, I am in the TV8 studio. And every single Friday, I am telling you that the skiing and riding is phenomenal. We just keep getting hit with snowstorm after snowstorm. The conditions are supreme. And I've heard a couple different people in the last 2 days say it was the best day of their season so far, yesterday and the day before, because we have just been getting hit with that great fluffy snow. And I know the temperatures are really chilly and you have to bundle up and you have to wear that extra face protection and everything, but those cold temperatures really keep that snow pristine. So let's take a look now at what's happening at Beaver Creek. Most of the runs are open at Beaver Creek. There are a couple that aren't. So if you're trying to go somewhere funky, it might not be open yet. But look at the base depth at 45 inches. All season long, we've had 178 inches of snow, 5 inches in the last 48 hours over at Beaver Creek. So look, as you see, 86% of the terrain open. I can't tell you exactly what is not open because everything that I like to ski over there at the Beav is open and feeling really good right now. So 25 lifts. The lifts open at 8:30 this morning. And those front lifts at Strawberry Park and Centennial Lift, they are open until 4 o'clock, but some of the other lifts in the back close a little bit earlier. So just be aware of that if you are kind of traveling around the mountain. Talking about traveling around the mountain, and on Vail Mountain, you can get over 5,000 acres of traveling on your skis or your snowboard. Yep, somebody did tell me they went out to Mongolia Bowl. It was amazing. I happen to be a snowboarder and really have never made it out that far. We have had 11 inches of new snow at Vail Mountain in the past 48 hours. They are 100% open. All the back bowls are open. And once again, Vail Mountain opens at 8:30 this morning. If you're heading over to Gondola 1 or you're going to Lion's Head, then you can get on those lifts at 8:30 in the morning. And you can get on the gondolas at 8:30 in the morning, which will be really nice with these chilly temperatures today. So get out there, enjoy the slopes, be safe, dress warm. We're going to take a quick break right here on Good Morning Vail. When we return, World Cup action. Michaela, our hometown girl, how's she doing? Mark Sassy has the update when we return.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. Ride this holiday season. Time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com. A holiday experience you won't forget.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, right before the break, Tracy was talking about Outer Mongolia. I took my son and my future brother-in-law into the back bowls last week on Sunday, I think, or Saturday. And we went from all the way to Outer Mongolia, all the way to the top of Ptarmigan Ridge. And then we ended up skiing the Minturn Mile. So we did the entire span from as far east as you can go to as far west as you can go in the back bowls. And I was pretty banged up after that one, but it was a lot of fun. All right, time now for a World Cup update. We'll talk about Michaela in just a second. I want to first talk about the men's speed team, the U.S. team, and all the other national teams. Last week in Wengen at the Lauberhorn, considered one of the two most dangerous downhill tracks on the planet, they moved on from Wengen to Kitzbühel, Austria, over the past 3 or 4 days for training runs at the Hahnenkamm Mountain, which the trail is called the Strife, and it is considered to be probably the most dangerous of all the races around the planet. And it separates the men from the boys for sure. The United States has won at the Hahnenkamm twice in the history of World Cup racing there. I think it was 2003 was Darren Rolfs. 1959, believe it or not, was Buddy Werner. How about that? Taking us way back. Twice we've done well there. Now, training runs 2 days ago. Ryan Cochran-Siegel from the U.S. ski team finished off in first place. Jared Goldberg and Travis Gannon made the top 10 for the training run. And then we had Bryce Bennett and Sam Morse make the top 30 for the training run on the first training run 2 days ago. Yesterday, training run number 2, Travis Gannon made the top 10. Ryan Cochran-Siegel made it into the top 30. So as you can see, it's not consistent. It's a tough track, and the more training runs you take on it during the right before race day, the guys that are stepping up are the guys that are stepping up, and they're starting to figure it out and push themselves a little bit more. Beat Feuz from Switzerland won it last year. On the first training run day, he ended up 32nd. Yesterday, he ended up 49th, but Beat can just turn it around and end up winning it today. Today there's a downhill at the Kitzbühel. Tomorrow, today's a makeup for the St. Anton race that was canceled due to lack of snow. And then tomorrow is the official Hahnenkamm downhill race, which is going to be taking place in Kitzbühel. So downhill today, downhill tomorrow, then a slalom there, believe it or not, on Sunday. Now let's shift gears and go to Michaela. So Michaela, obviously she skis most disciplines. She skis all disciplines. She is in training days, today's race day in Italy at Cortina d'Ampezzo, and the downhill today also is replacing the St. Anton downhill that the ladies could not do because of lack of snow. First training day 2 days ago, Michaela finished second. Yesterday in the second training run, she finished fourth, and today's the race. So she's going to go for her 83rd World Cup win today. She's tied with Lindsey Vonn right now with 82 World Cup wins, and she's on a mission to beat Ingemar Stenmark, who has 86 World Cup wins, the most winningest alpine ski racer of all time. Looking at her points real quick, in downhill, she is ranked 11th in downhill for points. In the overall cup, she is ranked first with a commanding lead of close to 400 points. Slalom, she's ranked first, and then in Super G, I think she's ranked 13th maybe. But starting today with Michaela, she has 7 races in 10 days in 4 different disciplines. So that's pretty impressive, really, when you think about it, because you have to have a different mindset and a different physical approach from slalom to giant slalom to Super G to downhill. So we'll keep you posted on that. Fingers are crossed for Michaela going for 83 today in Cortina, and then also for the men on the U.S. ski team in Kitzbühel. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I have a look at your weather report from the Singletree Golf Course. I see a little bit of red in the skyline over there, so sun's starting to make its way up over. We'll be right back with more of our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
We at TV8 Vail are thrilled to announce the upcoming launch of Good Day Vail with me, Cece Zach, as your host. Through sharing expertise of locals, we will help you live your best life in the Vail Valley. So please join us to enhance your daily life.
Do you love local sports here in the Valley? Well, we have you covered here on the Scoreboard, where you can get exclusive interviews with some of our best local athletes, as well as great live event coverage of some of our best competitions, ranging from high school sports to some great local recreational competitions. You can catch us here on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. I can't wait to see you there.
We've created a new way to buy and sell homes in Vail. By improving the traditional tour, you can now experience real estate from the comfort of our exclusive lounge. Virtually walk through your next home at a 1-to-1 ratio with our first-of-its-kind technology. You can explore any property, even if it's occupied, reducing a full day's tour into only an hour. This is the Immersion Theater. We're changing real estate forever.
Good morning, Vail.
I have a dog coming to visit me this morning. Hello, Mr. Puppy Dog. How are you today? Hey, everybody. Yeah, it's nice out here first thing this morning. Yesterday it was bone chilling cold. I went to the fly shop in Minturn, and I think it was 5 below when I got there at like 8:30. Today, we're in the upper teens, so it's nice weather out here first thing this morning. And we are going to have these overcast skies, as you can see right now, for a good part of the day. Honestly, for the next couple of days, we might have a little break in the sunshine here in just a little bit, but not today, but over tomorrow, maybe the next day. Your weather today will be a high of about 30 degrees. We have about a 15% chance of maybe just a few light snow flurries making its way through Eagle County. Not much in terms of snow, but I'm going to tell you real quick as we look at those maps. Vail's picked up over 200 inches of snow so far season to date. I did a little research on 20 feet of 200 inches of snow, which is about 16 and a half feet, which is about 3 ping pong tables stacked on end with each other. It's actually 7 40-inch TVs stacked on end with each other. It's actually 31 or 32 White Claw cans stacked on each other. That's a little over 16 and a half feet of snow. How about that for snow measurements? That kind of puts it into layman's terms so everybody can kind of visualize it. Denver temperatures today 28. Tonight we're going to see a low of about 12 degrees with a 40% chance of some snow coming our way. And then let's take a look at that 5-day real quick. If I'm on track, I know I got distracted with those snow measurements, but 5-day forecast. We're going to see mostly cloudy skies. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe a little bit of sunshine on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Temperatures for the most part after today, low to mid-20s, 22 for Saturday, 28 for Sunday, 24 for Monday. And then we have percentages all the way through the weekend, through the middle of next week for some snow flurries. It looks like Sunday right now will be the day where we have the largest percentage, so maybe a little bit more snow, but we're talking maybe an inch, maybe a couple of inches to add on top of that. 200 for Vail, and I think Beaver Creek is counting at 178. So this weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, located right in the heart of Avon. Swing by if you need anything for the entire family. If you want to rent some skis, buy a jacket, shoes, whatever you need, they have it right in the heart of Avon. That's Sun and Ski Sports, and they are sponsoring that weather. Going back to Tracy Miller in the studio, what do you think, Tracy, for a lens for today with our Lens of the Day segment? What should I be wearing on my eyes if I'm going to go skiing or snowboarding?
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
It didn't look like Sassy had any protective eyewear on this morning. And I will tell you something, as you get a little older and you're out there in the elements, that cold weather can really hurt and damage your eyes. So make sure they're protected all the time. But first of all, I have to regress for a moment and wonder, did Sassy drink all those White Claws so that he could measure the snow stack, or do you think he guesstimated? That's one to ponder this early in the morning. We'll have to ask him when he catches his breath out there on the Nordic tracks. Okay, so you're looking to get out on the slopes today. It's a chilly day and you need some good eye protection. Seems like most of the day is going to be cloudy, especially this morning. So you're going to want a lower light lens. So right now I am featuring the Anon M2, and I'm featuring it because it's so cool because it's filled with magnets. But first of all, let's talk about the lens. And as you can see right here, this lens is a little more of a rose tint or a yellow tint or a clear tint. That is what you're going to want today so that you can actually see kind of the layers of snow. So when there's a little dip, we like to call them snow stakes. When there's a little dip in the snow, this kind of lens on a cloudy day is going to work out. If it was a beautiful hot sunny day, then you would go with a darker lens. But today you're going to want one of the lighter lenses as you're out there. And this goggle would be really awesome to have today because not only can you change the lens so quickly, look at how fast, I don't even have to do anything. It's just a magnet. So there's little magnets all around the lens that it pops out that easy and it pops in that easy, okay? And that is just one feature of the Anon. This is the feature that I really like when I'm out on the slopes because so Mark Sassy is Nordic skiing today, right? But his face is probably frozen because it's cold outside. And this gaiter is also magnetic. So you just pull it off. So you're huffing and puffing, you're going down the hill, you're hitting the moguls, you can't take it anymore, you're breathing into your gaiter and you want to pull it off, you just pull it off. Then you get on a little bit of a flat area and your face starts to get cold because all that sweaty stuff is all over it. Then you just pull it up and it magnetizes and it comes right up on top of your face. So I'm going to say this is the coolest goggle out there. It's the Anon M2 and you can definitely go try it out and make sure it fits nicely with your helmet because you don't want any of those little wind tunnels anywhere else. So protect your skin today. It's a chilly one out there. There's going to be a lot of wind, and protect your eyes with some really great goggles. Get out there and have fun and be able to see what you're doing. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
We always talk about what goggle lens you should be in for a day like today. Well, we're standing with the vision experts here at Eyepieces, and I'm standing here with Emily Anderson Aarons. Thank you so much for meeting us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been great.
We just met. Emily's been here for a solid chunk of time in the Valley, and so you know what people like to wear, and you've got some really cool stuff in front of us.
Yeah, this is Jacques-Marie Mage. He is one of my favorite designers because he is an independent company, and so therefore he has all the artistic freedom that he wants to produce things that you don't see everywhere else, which is really cool. Plus, the people that do collect his pieces have told us time and again that we have some of the best selection they've ever seen, and so if you're in Vail, come check these guys out because it's really special what he makes.
It is really special, and the coolest part about what you guys do here at Eyepieces is you source products that you can't get your hands on anywhere else, and so something like this is not only unique, but it is going to have that artistic freedom. So he's not cranking out 5 million pairs of the same set of glasses. He's making them unique, and they're coming with a limited stock, so when people see them, you have to come in, you have to get your hands on them quickly.
Yeah, and we even have some colors that people search all over the place. Even though you made 250 of them, they can't seem to find them anywhere. Like these pieces here, these two colors of the Molinos. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So.
It is really cool, and that's one of the best parts about people coming to shop at Eyepieces is they don't understand how unique their experience is as they're doing this and going through all of the works, because he's just one of the many great designers that you have. But it's so cool getting to talk to all of you guys here because you guys all know the designers really well and the background. And so to have someone like him where he's independent and creative freedom and he's not on this very large scale kind of model of a business, then it is unique.
Definitely, absolutely. And another nice thing is that people, if they ever have a really hard time finding a pair that actually looks good on them back at home, we have lots of different brands that kind of focus on a variety of different people and face sizes and all of that. So it's pretty cool.
You guys are definitely experts in that space. I've come in and been like, I like these, and they've been like, no. They're cute, but they're just not cute on you. And I'm like,
yes,
I'm not,
but put these on.
I'm like, I'm not offended because you want that transparency. And especially if you're someone who's buying prescription glasses, it's not a small thing to be buying. I mean, it's something you're going to wear a lot and you're going to see yourself in a lot. And so it's good when someone is just honest with you.
Definitely. Well, it's not only you're going to wear it, you're going to wear it on your face. It's the first thing people are going to see.
Exactly. You guys offer a lot of other brands here, and then you guys offer a lot of great services. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we specialize in prescriptions, particularly in progressives. We use top-of-the-line progressive materials, and so if you're transitioning from a single vision to a progressive, our lenses make it pretty flawless as opposed to a lot of other people where their stuff has a lot of distortion in it, the peripherals are off, and so we can put that in any frame in the store, which is also really great. So
that's the big thing, and people don't understand that if they fall in love with a pair of sunglasses, even though they're a unique sunglass, there's not a lot of them out there in the world, you guys can make it prescription. That way they can wear them all the time, no hassle.
Exactly, yeah. We try and make it as easy as possible for you. So,
I mean, you guys do such a good job at everything you do here at Eyepieces, but that is definitely one of them. Now, if people need to get their eyes checked, that's also something that they can do here as well.
Yes, every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, they can come here and schedule an appointment to meet with Dr. G. He's fantastic. I go see him all the time. So, which is great, yeah.
And how often would you recommend that people are getting their eyes checked, especially if they are someone who wears the prescription lenses?
I mean, the general rule of thumb is go get your eyes checked every year. 2 years is fine, but we like to keep you up to date just because there's nothing more disappointing than getting a new pair of prescription lenses and then realizing, oh, my prescription has changed more than I thought.
Right.
So it's good to keep them up to date. So. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but if you're someone who's like struggling from a minor headache and then you're like, why does my head hurt all the time? Maybe that's when you should get your lenses looked at, make sure that you're seeing things clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
So not only do you guys do the prescriptions in the glasses, but you also have some great opportunities for people to put them in their goggles as well to help eliminate the fact of maybe having to wear contacts when they're out there on the slopes or trying to shove their prescription lenses into their goggles.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm somebody that can't wear contacts. It bothers me a lot. And so we have these clips or these goggle inserts that you can put into where we essentially build the lenses into the goggle. The clip is a little bit easier because you can, of course, use it in any goggle.
Yes.
But the other one is so flawless. There's not a lot of plastic around you. It looks great. I've had great people tell me that they have never had a better skiing experience with those goggles. So yeah, we give a little bit of everything in that regard. So yeah.
You guys do everything here at Eyepieces. You're a one-stop shop for everyone's vision needs, which I think is super important, especially because when you're getting out there to do anything, whether it's driving or walking or skiing or snowboarding or playing golf, vision is going to be precision no matter what. And so it's best that you come see the experts at Eyepieces. Now, you guys have a lot of convenient locations throughout our community.
We do. We have a lot. We have one in Lion's Head, and then we have 3 in the village. One in the Sonnenalp, Village Center, right across the street from Solaris, and then one right smack dab in the middle of the gondola, which makes it super convenient for all your goggle and helmet needs. But we also have incredible fashion up there as well. And just because we have 3 stores, we also have different inventory and different collectible pieces in each store, which is pretty cool. So.
Which means that people should come, they should explore, and especially if they need those goggles or a helmet right now, because that's the big thing happening. And so your Bridge Street location has that big, huge goggle bar in it where people can choose from over like 100 pairs of goggles.
Yeah, it's a wall. It's amazing.
Now, if people want to come in and see you today, what time are you guys open from?
So we are open from 9 to 9.
So people can come in, they can do some shopping.
And actually, Bridge Street is open from 8:30 to 9. So it's super convenient. You can be first chair and go and get what you need before doing that. So
best of both worlds right there. Emily, thank you so much for taking the time chatting with us, introducing us to this beautiful eyepiece line, and just spending your morning with us.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. So.
Make sure that you come check out Eyepieces if you have any vision needs, whether you want a new pair of glasses, where you're only going to find them here at Eyepieces, or whether you need a new pair of goggles. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. And Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch the Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
I was just talking to my director, and he's like, you can talk for a couple of minutes if you want to, but it's hard when you get out of breath. I'll tell you right now, the track out here, you know, let me stop real quick. Usually along the side of a track like this, you're going to see two grooves that are man-made, and you're allowed to classic ski in those grooves. It kind of keeps your skis in line, so you're not doing this a lot. Like Tracy says, wiggling. They're just really symmetrical. They go straight back and forth. There's no lines on this, but with all this fresh snow, and it looks like they rolled it out yesterday, this would actually be fine for skate skiing too. Skate skiing, you want to have a nice smooth surface everywhere, which makes it the best because there's a lot of this going on, like you're ice skating. So you want to have smooth and space, unlike classic skiing where really you're kind of just staying in this prone position right here. You're just stepping, pull, push, step, pull, push, step, pull, push. It really is a nice way to kind of get out and enjoy nature organically, kind of in its raw form. That's why I love to fly fish so much and go to the river. There's a great place in Vail in the summertime. It's the Vail Golf Course. In the wintertime, it's the Vail Nordic Center. They've got spectacular views, and they do a really good job of grooming the tracks for skate skiing or for classic. Maddie had a chance to catch up with Trey earlier on in the season. Let's take a look now at what the Vail Nordic Center has to offer.
We are standing outside of the Vail Nordic Center right now, which is a great place to come and explore if you have not already been here. And we're standing with one of their fabulous team members. We've got Trey Johnson. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me.
Yeah, thank you, Maddie. Thanks for coming out and being here today. So
I'm so excited because this is a sport that I've never fully gotten into, and I just learned that there's a difference between classic skating and track skating, right?
Yeah, classic skiing and skate skiing, yes.
See?
Yeah, she's on it. So classic skiing is the original. So it was originally used in the early Nordic times to get from point A to point B. And now we use it for exercise, which is pretty cool. So classic skiing is a lot simpler for the beginner to learn and participate in. The more advanced skier is generally going to lean more towards skate skiing. Classic skiing looks more like running. Skate skiing looks more like speed skating. So it's kind of, a very beginning difference between the two. There's a lot more than that too. So.
Right, and as you're getting into it and you're learning,
Yeah.
then you get to learn about all of the great gear, all of the great techniques that go into it. So let's talk a little bit about the gear that you have in your hands right now.
No problem. So I have a pair of skate skis in my hand. So you're going to look at it. It has actually what's called camber to it. So it's going to have like a U shape. And what happens is when it's on the ground, it actually flexes into the snow. So then that's going to be how you gain force to move yourself forward. A classic ski looks a little bit different. It's actually going to be a lot softer and a lot longer, but it's going to have what's called a skin in the middle of the ski, and that's going to provide traction for the participant to keep moving forward. So again, just two very different sports within the same umbrella, per se.
Which is so incredible, and not only do you guys offer, of course, the fabulous skiing here, but you've got trails for snowshoeing and fat biking. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, totally. So there's basically 3 trails that are trail series that go through our entire property. There's skate skiing and classic trails, which make up a majority of it. They have groomed terrain in the middle, which are groomed daily, typically starting about 7 a.m. And they have groomed in the middle, classic track on both sides. And then we have our fat biking and our our fat biking and our snowshoeing trails as well, which are different than the others. So it's all out there.
It's all out here, and standing out here where we are right now, it is so beautiful. 365 degrees of views right now, meaning that people should come out here and they should enjoy everything that you guys have to offer.
Yes, absolutely agree. Nordic is an awesome way to get outside if you want to break from the mountain. It's a great way to stay outside, stay fit during the winter, and it's just a great activity to get involved in when you live in the high country or you're visiting up here as well.
So not only do you guys obviously offer all the great things that you can do here at the Nordic Center, but you also offer some great AT setups if people are looking to get into that as well.
Yeah, so we offer rentals for those who are trying to get into alpine touring or AT skiing, which is skiing uphill. We offer two varieties. We offer like a race package, which is a really lightweight ski and a lightweight binding, as well as a more hardy, more mountaineering setup. So it really depends where you're trying to go with regards to AT skiing, but we do have the options here as a way to try the sport out in general.
And now, if you're someone who has never done the Nordic skiing, do you think that if you have AT skied before, that you'll have a little bit of an advantage learning because you're not used to, or you're used to letting your heel be released from that binding?
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. So somebody who, for example, myself, I had tried AT skiing for a long time, and then I got into classic skiing, and it was pretty easy for me to adjust between the two. Where the real difficulty came for me was skate skiing, but that happened, after a couple times out there. Started to get a little bit better, a little bit more efficient. But yes, to answer your question directly, alpine or AT skiing does relate directly to classic skiing, and it's a nice way to introduce yourself to both.
Which I think is so amazing. And then you guys offer some great services too. If people are interested in getting involved, coming out here, enjoying all of the amazing amenities that you have here at the Nordic Center, you guys are very good about making sure people's day is going to start great here and end great here, and so they can get lessons.
Yes, yeah, we offer actually 5 lesson slots daily, 3 private slots, and 2 group lessons, which are designed for the beginning classic skier. So if it's your first time coming out, we definitely recommend those introductory level group lessons. And if you want to take your skiing game to the next step, we recommend a private lesson with one of our great instructors.
Which is so amazing, especially if you're timid about getting out there and doing a new sport like I am. This is the perfect way to introduce yourself to it. Allow yourself to kind of make those adjustments and learn from the experts.
Yes, absolutely. It's the way to learn the sport. You got to start on the right track, and we'll get you out there for a lifetime of Nordic skiing.
And then you'll be going super fast, and you'll look like him on the track.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's all about speed out there. The faster you go, the better you look. So, yeah.
We love to hear that. Now, if people are interested in coming to check you guys out, what's the best way for them to find you guys?
Yeah, so you can check on our website at vailrec.com, and you'll find the Nordic tab on our website. It'll give you all of our prices and general ideas. But if you have any additional questions that aren't answered directly on the website, give us a call at our phone number to our retail shop at 970-476-8366.
And then, of course, my final question, where are you guys located?
We are located just east of Vail Village, about a 3-minute drive if you drive fast enough. So, yeah.
Trey, thank you so much for taking the time, giving us all this great information. Now, I think that you're geared up, so I think you should clip your skis on and ski away. How do you feel?
I'm going to ski away here. I'm going to do it.
All right, perfect. You do that. Make sure that you come check out the Vail Nordic Center. That way you can spend some time with the experts like Trey himself, get yourself a great lesson, and then come and enjoy this new fabulous way to love the snow.
Good morning, Vail.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
We've created a new way to buy and sell homes in Vail. By improving the traditional tour, you can now experience real estate from the comfort of our exclusive lounge. Virtually walk through your next home at a 1-to-1 ratio with our first-of-its-kind technology. You can explore any property, even if it's occupied, reducing a full day's tour into only an hour. This is the Immersion Theater. We're changing real estate forever.
Good morning, Vail.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Good Morning Vail. This is our live morning show, and we bring it to you from 7 to 8 o'clock every single morning of the week. We also have a bunch of other shows here on TV8. Colorful Cooking is one of them. It's a cooking show that I host. Good Day Vail comes on right after Good Morning Vail, and we like the local sports here in the Valley. So joining me now is the host of Scoreboard, another one of our shows. It's Brett Ferraro.
Oh, thank you, Tracy.
How
for
are
having
you
me.
doing?
I am doing absolutely spectacular this morning, Tracy. How are you doing?
I'm good. And so Brett is an employee here. He's one of us. He's on the cameras a lot every morning with me on Fridays and then on Scoreboard. So this is your show. First of all, congratulations. You have your own show.
I know. It's actually spectacular. I am so blessed to have such great opportunities here in the Valley to speak with you all and enjoy some great local sports. So.
Okay, local sports. Now, both of my daughters are basketball players, so I'm in the local gyms and I know all about the local sports. And you're a local guy. You grew up here in the Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up here, spent all of my middle high school career here, and participated in such great sports that we have around the Valley. So.
Okay, so funny thing, because when you talk to the coaches, they're like, wait a second, these kids are snowboarding and skiing and Nordic skiing and hiking and rafting, basketball, baseball, all these regular sports that you see in other counties are maybe not number one for us. Is that the feel that you get and you had when you were here?
Yeah, absolutely. So being part of this Valley, we have such amazing resources to be able to go out and enjoy the outdoors. And as such, some of these more team-oriented sports sort of go by the wayside. Now, there are some exceptions. Soccer is super big here in the Valley. We have a great youth program that helps bring them up. Hockey as well. We have some great youth programs that help bring these athletes into high school, really raring and looking for some championships. But the rest of them, like basketball, football, they just sort of get delayed or put to the wayside when ski season comes around.
Right, not number one, because when you get the girls basketball teams from like Denver and Durango, he was like, sorry, Trey, sorry about that Durango game against Battle Mountain. But that's what we're used to. Now, Scoreboard.
Yeah.
Tonight you're going to be checking out hockey, Battle Mountain High School hockey.
Yeah, so Battle Mountain plays tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight against Summit, which is going to be a really good game.
Okay,
they start at 5:15, so if anyone wants to, please go out and support the Battle Mountain High School hockey team. It's going to be a good game tonight.
And these guys, this is one of the teams that wins. They have like championship pictures all over Battle Mountain.
Yeah, they just won in 2021, so they are championship level, so they're really good, and I would highly recommend watching.
Okay, I'll get my Battle Mountain basketball shirt on and wear it to the hockey game. Is that at Dobson?
It is at Dobson.
Okay.
Both Friday and Saturday's games are at Dobson Ice Arena.
Okay,
so.
all right. So that's really what's happening with sports, but Scoreboard is the show.
Yes.
So on that show, what can we expect?
Tonight we're covering some great games between Eagle Valley and Vail Christian, and we're looking at the game between Vail Mountain School and Battle Mountain School basketball. We're also checking out some hockey before getting a little teaser about tonight's game. So it'll be really interesting to watch. Would highly recommend everyone watching it tonight at 6 or at 10 if you miss it at 6.
Okay, all right, that's awesome, because then at 10, everything has already happened too. Now, this is pretty live, because yesterday was the basketball game with Vail Christian and Battle Mountain, the boys basketball game. Battle Mountain, sorry, that's my theme. So you're going to be talking about that. You're going to be showing clips from that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We got some
really
great
cool.
interviews with some great athletes there
Yeah.
as well. So we're going to be showing those interviews off, and then of course showing a little bit of highlights from the game.
Okay, so you talk to the student athletes.
Mhm.
How's that going?
It's pretty great. We actually have some great athletes here in the Valley who are
Mm-hmm.
very interested and excited to be talking and getting on TV. And they have great answers, and everyone here is so nice. You know, I haven't met a mean person yet. So
Yeah, okay, good. Because you've been on all the winning sides.
on
all the winning sides
I
of the
do get
interview?
interviews sometimes with losing teams, but yeah, a lot of winning teams too.
Yeah,
so.
okay, great. And do you have, so you grew up here,
Mhm.
what sports did you play?
I played a lot of sports. Soccer was a big
Oh,
one
okay,
for me.
good.
And then in the winter, I did some telemark skiing and some Nordic skiing as well, which are
Mhm.
two great, sports that we have in the Valley. Really make. Ooh.
Yeah, we've been talking about Nordic skiing all morning.
That
too.
is true.
And they're big in the high schools here.
Oh yeah, and it helps. Battle Mountain has such a great cross-country
Yeah.
team in the
Mhm.
fall, and Nordic becomes their sport of choice in the winter. So
Yeah.
we have a really great Nordic team as well.
So I know Battle Mountain, they're great at hockey, they're great at soccer, and they're great at Nordic. What about Eagle Valley? What are their highlights?
Eagle Valley is pretty darn good at basketball for a valley.
Right.
I mean, it's still a little hard to compete with the Front Range teams, but they're also pretty great this year at soccer, surprisingly. They're
Okay.
usually historically not been the best, but they've really made Battle Mountain work this year to get their
Okay.
top spot.
Well, they're going to make us work at basketball too. So those are the two big public schools, and then we have Vail Christian and Vail Mountain School.
Yes.
What are they good at?
Vail Mountain School was really good at soccer this year. They won the state championship in the fall this year, so
Ooh.
that was really exciting. And then, of course, Nordic and alpine skiing for both of those guys. But we just have great sports here.
Okay, so Nordic skiing is going to be the one we're going to have to watch for the competition within the Valley.
Mhm.
The rest of them, we just say, go team.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Brett, thank you for joining us today so we can see the show at 6 o'clock and at 10 o'clock.
Absolutely, Tracy. Thank you for having me on.
Okay, always a pleasure. And we are so happy to have Brett on board here at TV8. And we're so happy that you joined us on Good Morning Vail. Get out there, protect your eyes, enjoy the low light and the fresh snow. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products.